Alright, I kind of wanted to make a video like this for a while now, and it's going over what I consider to be the top 5 best Battlegrounds games on Roblox, and you know, this is my opinion, so don't get mad if your favorite one isn't number 1. I'm allowed to have an opinion, and you are as well. Just leave a comment if like what your favorite Battlegrounds game is, and you know, I'm gonna rank all of them and talk about the pros and cons of each one. So yeah, let's get into it. Number 5 has to go to Ultimate Battlegrounds. For me, like Ultimate Battlegrounds is like, you know, it was trying to be TSB, but it did its own thing to stand out, which is like decided to be like a multiversal like anime like game where it's like different like characters from different shows. Like it's not only just like one niche like TSP is like One Punch Man. Like this game like has Mob, Nami, and God, Gone. There we go. The game feels really good to play. Like honestly, like whenever I get on, like I'm just surprised how smooth the gameplay is, and like front dashing, side dashing, like landing M1s, it's all very smooth and buttery. Though my main issue of the game is the character selection. Like it's not the fact of who we're playing, it's just I just don't like the kits of most characters. Like Gone is my personal favorite. I love his kit. Like it's just so fun to use in my opinion. Nanami, it's okay. I mean, Stephen Gray, I usually don't go on my way to play him, but the main offender is Mob, dude. I hate Mob's kit so much. His base kit is so boring. I honestly think it's one of the most boring kits in the entire, like not in the entire game, the entire Battleground genre. I honestly think it's that boring. I forgot to say, but ultimate wise, Mob probably does have the best and coolest ultimates, but like, you know, his base kit's just so boring. And then like, once again, Nanami's right in that middle ground, and I think Gon's ult is like, I don't know, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing crazy. The other main thing that's holding back Ultimate Battlegrounds for me is the fact that the game updates like once like every 2 months. Like its updates are very slow. I mean, they said they're gonna be updating faster, but then you know, the last update was a month and a half ago, so you know, that didn't really happen. Overall though, I really do think Ultimate Battlegrounds is a good game, even if it's like flaws. You should try it if you haven't yet. Number 4 is Jujutsu Shenanigans. Jujutsu Shenanigans is also like a Battlegrounds game. I don't go out of my way to play very much, but there's like just like every time I do play, I have fun. It's more of the fact that I'm more of like a tryhard type of player. Like I enjoy like sweating in these Battlegrounds games, and like JJS is more of like, you know, goofy type of game. So like when I do get on, I have fun in a different way. I'm more or less like I go out of my way to like go for tryhard fun, not like goofy fun. But either way, like whenever I get on, you know, the interactions are fun, like because like all the characters, like okay, I guess I'll mix them together. The fun interactions are good characters. All the characters feel pretty like they feel different from each other enough, so like besides like the combo extenders, like that's probably the biggest downside in my opinion. They all like most characters have very like brain dead combo extenders you could do, but besides that, like they all have like different interactions that makes them like, you know, fun. And just how certain characters like function, like, you know, Hikari's domain, or like Gojo's like random stray purple just smacking you in the face, along with the destruction. Just like there's a lot of good going for this game. The combat itself is like, you know, it's very like like it's not, I know they're not exactly trying to make it like super like great, but like, you know, that is like I said, I'm more of a tryhard player, so like, you know, that is gonna be, you know, that's gonna be a negative for me. My personal favorite characters are probably Hikari and Mahito. Those two are probably my favorite. But overall, Jujutsu Shenanigans is a good Battlegrounds game, and that's why I have it ranked number 4. Number 3 is Realm Rampage. It's obviously a newer release. The hype is slowed down, so you know, let me give honest thoughts. I look at Realm Rampage as a game that's like Jujutsu Shenanigans, but like more for me, because I'm more of like a little sweaty tryhard. Because like the whole thing of Realm Rampage is like, it's like Jujutsu Shenanigans, but they took like TSB's combat system, so I think you get the idea. I like the combat, you know, it's fun. The goofy interactions of like destroying shit through walls and stuff like that. Game feels good to play. The main issue, like, I mean, I'm not sure, this might get patched soon, but sometimes like front dashing is a little iffy, but besides that, you know, it's good. All right, the first like semi-negative is the characters. There's a lot of characters, so some of them feel really like too similar. So it's the JJS problem where like 4 of like the base 5 characters have down slam extenders, which I just think is really boring. Because like, you know, think of like Garl's Hunter's Grass, like when you down slam them and then use Hunter's Grass and you throw them, they don't go as far. 4 characters in Realm Rampage have a move like that, and I just think that's boring. You got Katakuri, Sukuna, Dio, and the dual dagger guy. They all have moves, so it's when if you down slam them, you know, it's just a free extender front dash, which, you know, it's boring. Though with early access characters, Madara and Ichigo, they seem a lot more interesting, which I am glad that they're not following the same down slam formula for those characters. And I know Goku's like a port for key Battlegrounds, but they say they're gonna remake him. They probably just want to shove him in there just for content, which I understand. The ultimates though, from like all the characters, are really fun. Like you get like popping all, you feel like you're powerful. especially when you get to the main clash. Those are also really fun. So, you know, Realm Rampage does that really right. Ziplines are also a really good addition. Okay, here's one of the main negatives: the fact that the player count's only 12. Like, the fact that I can spawn in and it feels like I'm in a ghost town. Like, it's just like, it's so sad and depressing. I know they have the player count lower because there's like lag issues they're trying to work on, so they might raise it eventually, but as of right now it's at 12, so I'm gonna dock that for points. Overall, I think Realm Rampage is a very good game, and like for like how high, it's definitely, I wouldn't say overhyped, but it definitely, it's like, I mean, it's good, but it's not like as hyped as people thought it should be. It's still a good game though. That's why it's number 3. Oh god, this one's gonna be very biased, I know, but number 2 is Legends Battlegrounds. I think, oh, dude, this game, I love this Battlegrounds game. It's honestly one of my favorites. It's so good. The free character and the early access character are both fantastic. They feel great to play, and just the abilities, they're so satisfying to use, and it's so good. I love it so much. Oh my god, the combat also feels like really good. Like, they did something different in their game, so instead of like a double backflip, you just do like a backdash like instantly. And it's like you could do some really like cheeky plays with that, but like the game feels like just so good to play. Like I know I said this, but like it's just so good. I love it. Don't even get me started on the ultimate. Like for the first character specifically, because he's only one of an ultimate right now. All 4 of his moves are fantastic, visually appealing, satisfying, fun to use. There's nothing wrong with him. If you haven't played this game, please play it. Though I will say, one of the downsides for me personally is sometimes fights take really long. I don't know why. I've talked to the owner about it specifically, but I think it's either due to the fact that you regen health a little too fast, or just abilities just don't do enough damage. But I think he's increased the damage of the abilities, so that might, you know, solve that issue. But overall, Legends Battlegrounds is definitely one of the best battlegrounds on Roblox, and it's so good. Just play it if you haven't yet. I want to get into an honorable mention, which is Heroes Battlegrounds, because I already know some of you are already mad I didn't rank it, but honestly, I have not played Heroes Battlegrounds enough to give like an honest and, you know, an honest opinion about it, and I just have never really cared to play it. I'll just be straight up honest. I've only heard good things about it, so I know it's a good game. I just don't really care to play it, so, you know, I'm giving it an honorable mention just because I know it's a good game. And I think everyone knows what number 1 is. Like, it's obvious. It's, you know, Strongest Battlegrounds. It's obviously the best Battlegrounds game. It's the one that started the trend. It's the one that everyone wants to be. It's the Strongest Battlegrounds. Best combat, most interesting characters. You know, let me talk about this right now. The Strongest Battlegrounds, with their characters, every single one of them feels different. If we go from the start, where Garl and Saitama were the first 2 characters, those are the closest similarities to characters in the game, because, you know, they're both melee fighters. But once you go from like Geno's a range fighter, Sonic like a mid-range fighter, like melee as well, and then you got Metal Bat, like, you know, all the characters feel different. Like, it feels like you're playing a different game every time you choose a different character, and that's why TSB stands on top. Their character selection is unmatched. There's so many other good things I can say about TSB, but I think you guys already know it's obvious it's the best. I don't need to go into it. TSB's the best. It's number 1. But yeah, these are my top 5 personal favorite games of, like, battleground games, you know what I mean. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Make your own list in the comments and tell me, you know, if you agree with my list or not. But yeah, have a good day.